I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey. Then it's G.G. Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Wells in at the 2. And then Morant with the dunk!
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Wagner with a screen. The 3 from Suggs. And Morant clears the board. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 ball. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
The 3 from Suggs. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Banchero. Over Jackson. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Suggs against Morant. Beyond the arc. Orlando with the rebound. When you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter. But definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk!
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Allie, thank you. So it's the Grizzlies now. Orlando making their last shot. Morant looking around, driving to the basket. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
From deep three-point land. Suggs, no good. Memphis leading by 4. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Number 5. Vince Williams.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Drops in the 3. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Puts up a 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Shot is good by Isaac.
And that was a great job by Isaac, showing his athleticism, getting up the floor in a hurry to convert.
Jackson against Wagner. Jackson, the pass to Morant. The 3. Jackson down low, guarded by Banchero. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist from Jackson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Wagner missing. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, the screen. Jackson against Suggs. Pass to Edey. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Edey's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Over Williams. Suggs, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Jackson. Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. The three from Suggs. No good that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Shot's good by Morant.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
For three, Caldwell Pope. That one doesn't drop. And so the first quarter is in the books. Memphis ahead. They're up by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Vince Williams. Jackson out there with Jackson. Then it's Edey, and it's Morant in at the one. Magic trail by 3. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Suggs. Deflects the pass. Williams with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Williams into the lane. Jackson outside. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Williams against Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Suggs has got 6.
Oh, my. The air is thin from out there, but I tell you what, he's got deep range.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert, Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Jackson on the wing. From the arc. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trail by 5.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Magic. Ja steps on the gas. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. The kick out to Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
From deep, Morant. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got 5 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Banchero delivers inside.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Morant against Suggs. Jackson down low. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. There's a screen. Three-pointer, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 6. 46 seconds left in the second. No good on the triple. Grizzlies lead by 4. Jackson, the pass to Morant. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
From outside the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the long J. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
From deep, Morant. He's off on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Goga Batadze is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Anthony, and it's Black in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Kennard. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Black. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Memphis leading by 4. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
For 3, Anthony knocks it down from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Kennard. He's got 6. Kept alive. Outside Bain. Pass to Aldama. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
And the basket by Bain.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Three-pointer, Anthony. And another 3 for Orlando.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Black, guarded by Bain. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Magic foul. Goga Batadze. First personal foul. First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Kennard for three. On target from range. Kennard's got 9 points now in the second half.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
To the wing, right side. Down low. Here's Wagner. And he lays it up and in.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Grizzlies lead by 8. Bagley for three. It's rebounded by Wagner. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Three-pointer, Anthony. Counted from distance. Anthony's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Bagley sets a screen. Kennard for three. Second shot opportunity. And no problem from Bagley as he finishes at the rim. Bagley's gotten his second bucket.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Offensive rebound. Out to Anthony. Right wing. 5 on the clock. Batadze. The pass to Anthony. Up and over Kennard. Memphis with a rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bain surveying the D. 36 seconds left in the third. Off target from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Outside Bain. Here's the three. Second chance effort. And Wagner with the layup. And now just a three-point Memphis lead.
How about the level of activity this team just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Edey Jackson out there with Gigi Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 2-guard spot. Anthony, the pass to Black. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. Outside Morant, tries to break his ice. It's hauled in by Isaac. Second chance shot. Outside for Morant.
Memphis foul. Edey. First personal foul.
Orlando trailing here. Suggs surveys the D. Then Carroll the screen. Suggs with it. Jackson in his pocket. And Carroll no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And again, it's Memphis missing. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Jackson down low, working on Banchero. Jackson outside. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
Jackson.
And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The 3 from Suggs. And another miss by Orlando. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Jackson against Bancaro. From the arc. Here's Edie, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. Defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Isaac with a screen on Jackson. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Knocks down the triple.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
The kick out to Bancaro. Back to Caldwell-Pope. And stolen by Jackson. Right side Morant. Pass to Edie. Kicks it out to Jackson.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Here's Wells. Back to Jackson. Clock at 4. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Magic ball. Grizzlies substitution. Marvin Bagley the third. Desmond Bain.
Here's Wagner. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Tries again. And a nice finish on the layup.
Yeah, stepping up when his team needs a bucket. Isaac relishes being in these situations.
Suggs against Morant. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Bancaro. Bancaro's got his 5th rebound in this one. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the right wing. Fires it. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Magic trail by 3. And stolen by Morant. 56 seconds left in the final quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Magic have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Suggs. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock.
Oh, Morant! Wow!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Isaac. Goes back up. And it's in. And that one brings them within 1.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with it. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And stolen by Morant. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's a big factor.
Timeout, Grizzlies.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Edie.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Orlando foul.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
Shooting for Memphis.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for them?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. Ali, thank you as always.
We appreciate
And that's
your
going to do it tonight, folks, for
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat faggot like you still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Brooks in at the 2. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And it's Suggs missing. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Orlando has possession. It's a 3-point game. Wagner has screen on Green. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. From deep. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now, here's Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Back to Banchero. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Here's Suggs. And the 3 off target. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Eason. From outside, off the mark. Orlando, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Green just levitates to the rack. A 40-inch plus vertical will allow you to do that.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Şengün. Isaac with the steal. Suggs against Brooks. Isaac passes to Banchero. And stolen by Eason. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Connects from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
To the paint. And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got his second bucket.
I think you got to keep Isaac from getting in the paint. Once he's established position there, the defense is toasted up.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, here's Wagner. Still scoreless. Eason against Suggs. Off target from 3-point range. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Şengün finds Eason for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 6. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Wagner outside. 1 second left, and the layup is up and in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driver. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Houston.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Green. Tari Eason is out there at Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 2-guard spot. Got a piece of it. Pass to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Thompson inside. He's defended by Wagner. That shot wide open. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando converting.
He does not lack for confidence, Joe. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Green, the pass to Eason. Down low, here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Got that one up quick. Suggs has got 7 points here in this quarter. Pass to Eason, and Isaac comes to help. Here's Şengün. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Wagner missing. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 3-point lead. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Şengün with a screen on Banchero. Thompson. Brooks dishes to Green. Shot clock at 6. Brooks kicks to Thompson. Brooks setting the pick for Thompson. And there's the drive, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston. Wagner outside. Releases. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Wagner. Pass to Isaac. Out to the right wing. Here's Suggs. Drains the 3-pointer. Suggs has got 10 points.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots, and he doesn't disappoint them.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze is checked in for Banchero. Anthony comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. Rockets leading by 4. From the arc. Another miss by Houston. Here's Carter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Smith with some nice D. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Count the basket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Well, Orlando shooting at 50% in a decent group. There's a screen. It's shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game. Taken away by Anthony. The shot that time, not on target. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. He got into double digits. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
You've got Cole Anthony. Also, Black out there, and it's Bitadze in at the 4. This is out there for Orlando. Now here's Van Vliet. Scoreless thus far.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Rockets trail by 4. Green passes to Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's stolen by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Whitmore. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
Here are the Magic now, following the 3 from Jabari Smith.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Whitmore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Black kicks to Wagner. Here's the 3. Black, no good. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Whitmore. Van Vliet wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's De Silva. Once again off the mark, Orlando. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Orlando's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Smith. Over in the corner, Green. Now, here's Tate. No scoring in this one. Green finds Van Vliet. From downtown, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
and he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots. No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. The Magic trail by 7. There's the pick. The three from Anthony. Hits the three-point bomb. Anthony's got 6 points.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Black. He has 7. Oh, good with the triple. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
The Magic have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And the shot goes in. Da Silva's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by the Magic. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Wagner. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Van Vliet passes to Tate. Teardrop shot. The rebound by Bitadze. Here's Anthony. Now here's Wagner. Out to Anthony. Over Whitmore. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Rockets lead by 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Green. Whitmore is out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Jayshawn Tate, and it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Banchero kicks to Wagner. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The Magic trail by 3 to tie it up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Eason gets a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
They get it again. Isaac kicks to Caldwell Pope. Off target with his 3. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Easton passes to Brooks. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Eason. On the wing, Thompson. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot up. Deep 2 from Brooks.
Much respect for the hustle of Caldwell Pope there, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Suggs passes to Isaac. The teardrop falls in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Houston in the lead, and it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul.
Jonathan Isaac.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Green with the ball. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Eason with it. Defended now by Wagner. Green, no luck. Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Snatched up. Pass to Eason. Outside, Green. Thompson with it. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Green, no luck. The Magic trail by 11. Wagner finds Isaac. Banked in off the glass. That's 10 points for Jonathan Isaac.
And for a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the goal.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Eason against Banchero. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Lets it go with a 3. And that one is off. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 12-4 run.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Houston.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3. It just seemed to pay off for them.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Amen Thompson.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Out to the wing. Şengün passes to Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Eason's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets. And here's Banchero. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. They've got Jalen Green. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Brooks in at the 2.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Back to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. Eason pulls it in. And here are the Rockets. Green for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's just outstanding work in transition. Green knowing where he needs to get to in these spots.
Thompson against Morant. Jackson on the wing. Jackson with a screen on Green. Takes the 3. Jackson can't get it to go. Left side, Green. The 3 ball. And Houston, another 3.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Brooks finds Easton. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Edey. To win the run. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Eason, pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
And when it comes to defensive wings, Brooks is as good as it gets.
Here's Eason, and he drives in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Now, here's Green. 6 points for him, just 5 on the clock. Şengün, a screen on Bane. Brooks. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
The drive by Bane. Morant, pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Jackson for 3. Good, and the setup by Morant.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Green, the pass to Brooks. Here's Thompson. Right side, Green. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 4. There's Jackson with the 3. Brooks with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Eason can't get it to go. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Jackson against Eason. Memphis the rebound.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The Huskies. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jackson out there with G.G. Jackson, and it's Edey in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
They set the pick. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Şengün. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Bain. Edey's got 5 points. Houston leading by 7. Thompson with a screen. Brooks against Bain. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by Houston. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Thompson, no good. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Green against Morant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Eason. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll be on G.G. Jackson. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Houston on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Morant finds Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Here's Green. Oh, Green with a strong take.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Green, the pass to Eason. Now Thompson. defended by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Green. Oh, Green takes the contact and scores.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here's Thompson for 3. And Morant clears the board.
He's got to be mad at himself. He won't get a better look than that.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Brooks finds Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. The open shot by Brooks. The rebound by Jackson.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And the basket by Bain.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Now here's Whitmore. Tight defense on him. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Smith inside. Bagley's on him.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Kennard for 3. No luck on that one. Back comes Houston in transition. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. He's off on the 2nd. Here's Wells. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top, up 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So the Houston 5 right now. Fred Van Vliet out there with Whitmore. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Smith. And it's Green in at the 4. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Van Vliet. Conchar pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 10. Kennard outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Conchar outside. To the inside. Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And it's Green missing.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Aldama outside. Kennard on the wing. Pick by Aldama. Pass to Wells. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? Don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. Look, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think What my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Up top, Smith. He's covered by Bagley. Smith passes to Van Vliet. And here's Whitmore. From deep three-point range. Aldama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. Picked by Aldama. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Conchar. Guarded by Van Vliet. Conchar, good. And now just a 3-point Houston lead. Here's Whitmore. 5 points in the game. Here's Van Vliet. That one no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Bagley sets a screen. Kennard passes to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. For 3, Smith. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in the game. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Kennard passes to Conchar. Back to Kennard. It's stolen by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Whitmore. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Kennard passes to Wells. Bagley sets a screen for the tie. And Luke Kennard good for 3. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And that's a foul called on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Here's Kennard. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Kennard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Right side, Whitmore. Outside, Tate. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Pass to Van Vliet. They set a pick. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
Kennard. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Another shot. Bagley. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edey. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside Eason. Puts up a 3. And no good. Memphis leading. Pass to Moran. From outside the arc. They get it again. Edey, second chance shot. Outside for Moran. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Jackson. The layup off target. And for the Rockets, they're shooting about 60% for the game.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Eason against Jackson. Pass to Edey. From deep, Moran. Oh, a bomb from John.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And that one's good. Green.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. From deep, Moran. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson passes to Eason. Green up top. To the middle. Here's Thompson. No good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Ja slithers his way in. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off target from outside. Houston in the lead. Over to the left wing. Eason, pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Green for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Houston leading by 4. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Eason. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Moran. Ooh, Moran battling inside.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Thompson passes to Eason. Back to Thompson. Now here's Brooks, guarded by Bain. Outside, Green. Brooks a screen on Moran. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Absolutely fearless. Green takes the big shot like it's any other bucket.
Jackson on the wing. Launches it, buries it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Jackson with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Brooks. Outside for Green. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Şengün, a screen on Jackson. Eason. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Second team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson, the screen. Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Houston. They've led by as many as 11.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Eason. Inside to the right side. 4-3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And now it's a 9-point Houston lead. Jackson gets the bucket. Fires from deep. And he cans that one. And so it's Houston winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the villain with the dice and me, top down with the rims
Things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Isaac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Morant. Jalen Suggs making his last shot for the 3. Here's Edey, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Knocks it loose. Suggs with the steal. Pulls up for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now, here's Bane. Back to Morant. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Suggs against Bane. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. That 3 off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
They set the screen. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Edey's got his second basket of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Suggs kicks to Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Caldwell Pope pass to Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. Launches a 3. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And it's Morant missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And it's Suggs missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Payne for 3. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now here's Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Bain's got 9.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Knocked loose. And Carroll passes to Isaac. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Still scoreless. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Morant drives in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Suggs. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 9.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wagner. Inside, here's Bain.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Wagner kicks to Isaac. It's blocked. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Memphis moving it around. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved. But it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
And Carroll was screened for Suggs. Out to Carter. Shoots a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bain for 3. Here's Jackson. Outside, Bain. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey can't hit. The Magic trail by 8. Caldwell Pope for 3. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Money from the wing. Caldwell Pope's got 4 this quarter.
He'll be asking for some wild numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Here's Black. Conjar covering. Great open look there. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Rell's wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Anthony in the corner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Black, and the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Magic substitution, number 21, Mo Bamba.
Left side, Bagley. Kennard with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Black, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 5. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Black. Also Cole Anthony out there. And it's De Silva in at the small forward.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's stolen by Aldama. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Conchar. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Conchar's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Grizzlies. Kennard against Anthony. Driving in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Pass to Conchar. They swipe it. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Wagner wide open. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. Latre. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Memphis. 90 seconds now into the second half. And here's the fast break. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. I came back as a Grizzlies player. I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And here's the fast break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Anthony against Kennard. And Wagner has it in the corner. Here's De Silva. The three from Anthony. Buries it from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard finds Aldama. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the paint. Pass to De Silva. Down low, here's Bitadze. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bitadze's got his first 2 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Bagley from outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Lob pass to Wagner. The shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's De Silva. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. De Silva's got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Pass to Conchar. Lays it up off the glass. Conchar's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And finished off by Wagner.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Bagley sends a screen for Kennard. Wells with it. Again, Memphis. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Wagner. Takes a three. That one, no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. We're going to step aside for just a second. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Grizzlies shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Isaac a screen on Bane. Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. And the 3 off target. Memphis leading. Pass to Edey. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. To the middle. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Banchero. Off target with his 3. And And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter. Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's Wagner. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And finished off by Morant.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Yeah, defenses, beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Morant with a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
The three from Morant. Rebounded by Isaac.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Stolen by Jackson. Suggs against Morant. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Rebound by the Magic.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Here's Isaac, and the turnover again by Orlando. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bain, and stolen by Wagner. Fires for three. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Banchero's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic. Suggs against Morant. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Morant's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Memphis.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Morant.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Suggs against Bain. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Wagner has screen on Jackson. Another miss by Banchero. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jackson.
goes to Houston. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Isaac in at the center position. Here's Orlando. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward. Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Banchero. That three's off the mark.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Easton, good.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
Thompson against Suggs. Banchero with a screen on Thompson. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Isaac for three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Outside, Green. Wagner against Thompson. Back to Green. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Here's Suggs. Wagner outside. Up and over Brooks. Orlando again missing.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Orlando's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. The three from Suggs. It's deflected.
The strong defense from Brooks, using his instincts there to come away with the block.
Here's Easton. Şengün passes to Brooks. Green against Caldwell-Pope. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Green's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Isaac with a screen on Green. Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-3 run. And it's hammered home by Green.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
Magic trail by 8. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Now here's Brooks. He's scoreless. Thompson's shot is off. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Drops in the 3.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
Pass to Suggs. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And another miss by Houston. Magic trail by 5. Down low. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Suggs has got his second basket of the game. Now here's Thompson. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Easton. Houston with another miss. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
The 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 3. Into the lane. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
The Rockets have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And after putting it down, he angles from the rim a little.
Man, borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Alperon Şengün, Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Green, and it's Brooks in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Caldwell Pope. No made baskets yet. Isaac finds Caldwell Pope. From 20 feet. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
The three from Suggs. Eason pulls it in.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Suggs against Thompson. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Green for 3. And Houston another 3.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
It's Suggs with a drive. Şengün against Isaac. Banchero outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He drops it from range. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
Hey, you got to love that response. KCP not wasting any time getting those points back. Right back at him.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Back to Suggs. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Eason finds Thompson. Back to Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Green. 3-pointer. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. 13 points in the game.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand.
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
A line change here for Orlando. And another miss by Orlando. Houston leading by 15. Thompson outside. The 3 is up. Orlando with the rebound. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Thompson with a steal. To the middle. And there's Şengün on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists now in the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Here's Black. And it's off from three-point range. Houston leading by 16. Green for 3. Anthony grabs the board. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wagner for 3. Connects from downtown. Wagner's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Here's Black. Green covering. Over to the wing. 1 second left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Houston up by 15. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. We've got Cole Anthony. Wagner is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Black in at the point. Driving inside. And they'll get another chance. Count it. Wagner's got 5 points.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Right side Whitmore. Back to Tate. Pass to Whitmore. Tate with it. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet out, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Fires in the triple.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Wagner with a screen on Smith. Wagner outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Bitadze. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bitadze's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise. Rockets ball.
The Rockets lead by 19. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Whitmore. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with a bucket. Bitadze's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Here's Van Vliet, and the layup falls. And the Rockets lead by 19.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Here's Anthony, and Anthony slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Got it. Tate's got his first points in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Anthony, the pass to Batadze. No good on the shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Here's Black. Whitmore defending. No good on the three. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Goes up on the wing, and that comes off the assist by Green. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside, Green. The fader. No good, off the front rim.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
To the inside, De Silva kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Orlando again missing. Houston leading by 21. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Houston.
19 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Whitmore missing. Here's De Silva. Whitmore defending. De Silva no good. He launches a three. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Smith. Whitmore's got 6.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly.
And so it's Houston. A huge 24-point lead for them. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Jalen Green. Tari Eason is out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Suggs, no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Banchero finds Suggs. Banchero the screen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Brooks. Over Wagner. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Knocks down the long J.
Wagner, always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
Thompson's shot is off. The Magic have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Wagner gets it to go.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Thompson, a screen on Isaac. Şengün passes to Thompson. From downtown, Eason can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Fires the 3, drills it from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Houston.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
On the wing, Brooks. Over Suggs. And it's Brooks missing. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. This one for 3. Suggs, no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Eason can't get it to go. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. On the take. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Şengün.
Boy, you look at Jalen Suggs' athleticism now. That first step, extremely quick, and he's got the verticality. That combination makes it tough for you to stay in front of it.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron, and it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Amen Thompson.
Unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Şengün, no good. Now the Magic with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Caldwell Pope. Eason pulls it in.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Three-pointer. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Green against Caldwell Pope. Green, the pass to Eason. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Magic ball. Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold.
seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. Now here's Şengün. Really left alone that time.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a three-point game. Now here's Morant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
Morant against Green. He's off on that one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Brooks the pass to Thompson. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Brooks for 3. Tries again. Out to Thompson. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight. We'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Thompson throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
The drive by Green. Pass to Eason. Top of the key. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading by 4. Bane passes to Jackson. Now Morant. He's covered by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Green.
2 minutes.
From past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Jackson misses. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And another turnover here by Memphis.
Out of bounds. Houston ball.
The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Eason gets a wide open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thompson against Morant. Here's the screen. Will it go? Here's Edey. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Eason. It's Şengün. Top of the key. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got 6.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Jackson from long range. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson finds Eason. Thompson outside. No good with the triple. Outside Jackson. And that one released in time, but no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the small forward.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Inside, and Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Houston leading by 7. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And finished up by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Morant. The Rockets making the shot.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Brooks outside. Now Eason takes the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Wasted no time on that one. Baines got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Eason. Şengün with a screen on Jackson. Eason finds Green, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Şengün with the ball. Here's Eason. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Şengün. Jay Shante comes in for Thompson. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jalen Green. And it's Houston on the break for 3. VanVleet, good on the three-point shot. VanVleet's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kennard. Here's Whitmore. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 3. Rockets with the rebound. 43 seconds left here in the second. Back to Tate. Houston moving the ball around. Sends it from downtown. Eason's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Kennard against Tate. Bagley with a screen on Tate. Kennard for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Kennard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Memphis. Rockets leading by 6. And here is VanVleet. Here's Tate. Pass to Eason. Tate with the screen for Eason. And play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Green. Cam Whitmore is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Smith, and it's Tate in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
The assist.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
VanVleet passes to Smith. It's stolen. And it's Memphis on the break. Kennard for 3. Offensive rebound. And then Bagley slams it in.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Kennard for 3. Second chance shot. Aldama passes to Wells. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets leading by 7. For 3, VanVleet. Aldama with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. That one's not going to go. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Bagley, no good. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Van Vliet wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And another miss by Memphis. And here's Houston. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Whitmore. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Bagley. Back to Conchar. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Conchar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. That's a 2 from Smith. Grizzlies with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Conchar. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Conchar's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
And it's Whitmore missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Wells. Off target from 3-point range. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Throws it from outside. Van Vliet's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
There's a screen by Aldama. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. 3-pointer. Aldama can't hit. Rockets leading by 10. Houston moving it around. Back to Whitmore. It's tipped. Wells with the steal. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
30 seconds left to play in the third. And again, Memphis no good. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 10. A 3-ball. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 5 points so far.
Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Now Conchar. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got John Conchar. Santi Aldama is out there with Bagley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Just 3 to shoot. A 3-pointer, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 7. Brooks kicks to Green. Eason, a screen on Kennard. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Traps in the tray.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Şengün passes to Thompson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
He's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Eason finds Thompson. Fade away. No good on that one. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant, left side. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Green deciding where to go with it. Easton passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The score now all even.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Brooks poked away.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Eason. There's the screen. Jackson has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Green dishes to Brooks. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
No fear in the eyes of Green, willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jumps up. And Thompson slams it home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Jackson, a screen on Thompson. Morant against Green. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Bain. And he slams it one-handed.
Go into the rack with energy. The D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Jackson from long range. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3. Brooks for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Morant left side to the middle. Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Green. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And with the game tight, Green gets even more in that zone and ensures he's delivering what his team needs.
And Jackson throws it down.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Eason against Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They kick it out to Green. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Back to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, that's a careless foul. Look, you like that he's being aggressive, but you also have to be disciplined.
Fires from way outside. Offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. It was a fantastic...